Hello and welcome to Angela's Busy Bees Garden and Homestead. Guys, the last time I did a video, I shared with you how terrible the garden was looking. It was just so full of grass and weeds. And I've been doing a little cleanup, even though we've been having several days of rain and I haven't been able to continue with my progress. But I just wanted to come on and share with you what I have done so far. I also sowed seeds for my fall garden, and some of them, as you see here, this is the cabbage. I sowed them in a tray and then transplanted them into the raised bed. So I waited until they had at least a couple of their first true leaves. But as you can see, the aisles have been cleared of all of the grass and the weeds. Over here, this is my pepper bed, and I have 2 cabbages in here as well. And look at this sedum autumn joy. The bees are just going to town on this plant. Over here in these containers, these barrels, I've planted mustard greens in all of them. I had a few tomatoes that I was able to keep here in the garden, and as you can see, I've got one that's ripening. I had to bring my okra from the backyard garden because something was biting the leaves off. And I'm not sure if it's deer or what it is, but these are 4, 5, 6 containers that I've brought from the backyard garden. And I think I'm gonna go on and take this okra, because by tomorrow it might be too big. All of this was just covered in grass and weeds, and as you can see, it's been cleaned all the way through. I've also gone on and numbered my beds. This is number 2. The herb bed over there is number 1. This is number 3. And this bed over here is number 4. And I'm adding some more soil to this bed because it had gone down really low. And as you can see, these bees are just going crazy. And they are super huge. Would you look at the size of them? They love the sedum autumn joy. Over here, I have some more peppers in these buckets here. I sowed seeds for sugar snap peas in this one and in this one. This is a Texas Star hibiscus that's still little. I don't know if it's going to produce any flowers this year, but if not, I know that it can withstand our weather here in growing zone 7A, Tennessee. Here is some Swiss chard, and they're kind of laying down right now because I've just recently watered. Over here is a bed of green beans, and as you can see, they are coming up. Some have come up faster than others. This is a bed of broccoli. And all of these were sown from seed. In this bed, I have some kale in the cinder blocks that were planted in the spring. And I have some purple hull peas in this bed, and I've added some additional seeds. So I see that some of them have also started coming up. There's some basil over there in the back, another tomato plant, and I think I'm going to go on and take these tomatoes while I'm here. There's the basil back there. Excuse my shadow, guys. In this bed, as I've stated, I've planted some mustard greens, and they're starting to come up. Likewise in here, they're starting to come up. I've sown seeds for more green beans in here as well with the tomato. And then I'm starting to see some of the mustard greens over here coming up as well. Here's another sedum autumn joy, and they are just congregating all around this flower. The strawberries didn't make it, and I'm thinking that in the heat of summer, this is not a good location for my strawberries. They need to be in a more shady area. So I'm planning to move these tiered planters to another part of the garden where it gets less sun. Over here is where I have my blueberries, and in the containers I had lemon balm, spearmint, and peppermint, and looked like the lemon balm did not make it over during the heat of summer. So I'm just going to drop some more seeds in both of these, and it will come back next year. But this is where I have all of my blueberry bushes. I have to get a lot of these trees that are trying to grow, that have seeded itself in this area. I have to take my clippers and get them out of here. I also have a lot of blackberry vines that are trying to cross over, and once it touches soil, it will root itself. So what I'm going to do with this is just simply stick it inside of a pot, and it will start to produce roots, and then I can later cut it off once it has established itself as its own plant. But a lot of this I have to try to tie up to the fence to keep it from going into my garden area. This is an herb bed. I've been putting off for the longest, cleaning it out. So as the temperatures are cooling down now, I can do a little bit more each day now since it's cooling off a bit. Over here I have some kale, and I'll be adding some more kale because I have some transplants that I have not added yet to this garden that I will add. One of these containers here are seeds for Swiss chard, and the one back there I have some green beans. And as you can see, guys, these totes, they don't last forever. They start to break up, and anytime I try to move it, that's when it just really crumbles into pieces. And the area that I have not gotten to, that's next, is the area where I have my comfrey. And this is what the garden was looking like before I did the cleanup over on that side. So I have done all of this side in terms of cleaning up, except for over here. And not today, but perhaps tomorrow and next. In the evenings when I get off from work, I'll do a little bit more each day. And these are some containers here that I'm going to plant some turnips in, this one and also in that one back there. But as you can see, guys, it's a lot of work, but I'm taking it one day at a time. And I just wanted to come back and share with you the progress I've made since the last time I showed this garden to you. So I'm going to try to basically have all of my fall plantings in this garden area, and maybe in the garden area over here on this side of the fence. And then for the market garden area, I'm going to be working on it throughout the winter and getting it ready for the spring. And this is a blackberry bush that was growing in the ground here, and I've simply dug it up and put it in this container, and I've just been keeping it watered. I know that next year it'll do just fine, and this will probably be one of the blackberry plants that I'll sell at the farmers market next year. But that's it, guys. Just wanted to come on and share with you the progress of my cleanup and what I'm planting for the fall, which is collards, kale, green beans, mustard greens, turnips, broccoli. I'm also going to sow seeds for some beets, carrots, and I'll probably plant some more parsley because I never have enough parsley. Okay, thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I hope you all are safe and well, and I wish you all a wonderful day. God bless. Bye-bye.